Happy Friday!
Hi
Happy
everyone.
Friday! Is it a normal working week or not? I don't know what day it is, honestly.
It's a normal working week, except we had Easter Monday. So
was that last Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea, honestly, what is going on because I just don't know anymore.
Is that working from home, do you reckon?
It's being fortunate enough to basically do my life purpose work, and like I don't have sort of days of the week so much anymore. Like I just don't know what's happening. So say hello if you are watching in the comments below. So we've got angelic activations. We have a little bit of an idea of what we're going to talk about today, and we may end up pulling some cards for the collective. Let us know in the comments if you're watching below now or later. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Activation Amy, and leave us some love on there in the comments below if you're watching later as well. So there's loads of free content and fun stuff going on there. So what have you got coming up, lovely mother, whilst I'm doing this?
Right, okay. I haven't got a date for it yet, but we are setting a date, hopefully before the end of May, for Angelic Reiki for the Masters.
Yay!
So we only do this once a year. So as soon as I've got the date goes out, and anybody interested is going to have to book in pretty quickly, because this will book up very quickly. So this is for anybody who has an interest in wanting to teach Angelic Reiki and to just further. So it's the 3rd and 4th degree. It's a beautiful weekend. So that will be our main event for the end of May. I also have ongoing teaching tarot via Zoom. So usually in your own time when it's available, when it's suitable for both of us. And this is a 6-week course. You can also do this here in person if you're lucky enough to be able to live nearby. We can arrange to do this on a one-to-one. And afterwards there is an opportunity to join in Zoom when the course is finished, is to have a Zoom session once a week and the opportunity to give readings to each other. So that's ongoing. So if anyone is interested in learning, this is the original Rider-Waite Tarot. If anyone's interested in learning that, that's ongoing, so you just need to message me. Also, there's a couple of spaces for readings next week if anybody would like a reading. So I just want to spend a minute or two just to talk about my readings. So I am an angel medium, which means that when I'm channeling from two places. I'm channeling from the spirit world and through my spirit guides, and I'm also channeling from the angelic kingdom, so bringing in messages from the angels. And all this is with the purpose of healing. So the way I work is I do a sitting first. So these can take up to 1 hour. So this is bringing your loved ones forward in spirit and bringing messages from them to you. And I'm finding that they are incredibly powerful and they're bringing people an awful lot of comfort. So afterwards, if you would like, we then can do a tarot reading as well. So readings can take 1 hour to 1.5 hours, but they are very beautiful. So they can be done on Zoom or they can be done here if anybody's local to where we are in Manchester. So
that's nice. Deb says excellent course. So Deb's I think she's going through the course right now. Thank you for your support there, lovely.
Yeah.
Deborah, really appreciate
that's
your
right.
love.
So also if anybody would like an Angelic Reiki healing, because I'm doing healings as well during the week. So if anybody would like to experience an Angelic Reiki healing, so it's a little bit different to Reiki healing because we're bringing in ascended masters, and we're bringing in obviously angels, more angels and more angels, and the energies just get higher and higher and higher.
Yay.
So if anyone would like to experience that, we're available to do that as well.
So just to let you know what I've got going on, so I'm reintroducing the quantum healing hypnosis sessions again, because apparently every time I try and pull away from these, spirit, and it even comes through in the sessions like, this is your life work, this is your life purpose work, you have to do this. So I've been going through a big energetic shift recently, and let me know if this is resonating with you, if you are a spiritual practitioner, where like it's almost like everything, you're being forced to look at everything from a totally new light. And I'm sort of going through a realignment with everything so I can go to the next level. And I'm reintroducing the quantum healing hypnosis, but I'm now calling it quantum encoded healing hypnosis. So what it is, it's a combination of beyond quantum hypnosis, which is the Dolores Cannon method, expanded so that you can do it online, but it also includes light language and light codes. So it's super powerful. We go to anywhere, basically, where the higher self wants you to go. We go to different dimensions, different realities where your soul is existing. We can go to different planets. We can go to, you as a light being, you before you were born, in between lives. We can go to past lives, all of that. And we also channel your higher self, your guides. So it's you doing it. So all the words come out of your mouth. So it's coming through your consciousness. And then we get answers to, any questions, 8 questions that you have around, healing, your life purpose, your next step in your business, your work, any relationships that you want healing for, manifesting a soul partner, health issues, whatever it is. We can do all of that in the hypnosis session. So there is a link in the comments. If you want to find out more about those, please do let me know. I'm going to introduce a 2-month payment plan with them as well. Okay, so that's what I've got going on at the moment. Let us know how your week has been, because the energies have been so intense recently. Like, I feel like everyone's feeling it. And I don't know, how have you sort of found it recently? What'd you say? Have you felt anything?
Yeah, I know I'm dreaming. We're going to talk about dreams in a minute. But I've been dreaming really lucid kind of dreams, but also my meditations. I feel like when I'm going into a meditation that's been off the roof, I'm seeing all sorts of amazing things and having amazing messages all the time coming through. So yeah, I'm feeling the energy.
Mum Leona's got a question. She says, do you do house cleansings to ask unwanted spirits to leave? Yeah, you do that sort of work, don't you?
I have done. It depends where. So it can actually be done by Zoom, believe it or not. But yeah.
Do you want to get in touch with my mum, Leona? Because I don't do that particular work. If you want to message Claire Losty, the thing is in the title. And then you can have a conversation. And oh, you're from Middleton? Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought you were from Middleton. Yeah, so just let us know what's going on. Get in touch with my mum, let her know about that, and then
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, what was you saying about dreams? Something.
Right, yeah, so we're just going to talk a little bit. We'd like for you to share your dreams today. So these are the weird and wonderful dreams, not the mundane. These are dreams that you wake up from, and sometimes they can appear as a nightmare, but they always leave you thinking, what on earth was that? Because we're going to talk a little bit about angelic dreams and how to invite the angels into your dreams. And what's happening when you're dreaming very often is your guardian angel and yourself, your higher self, are giving you messages through symbols. So the archangels, they're all active, giving you dreams which are very symbolic, and it's usually around something that you need to heal from. But quite often we may well miss the message. I'll just dismiss the dream as, oh, that was weird. So we've all had them. But for the most part, it's the very disturbing dreams that have the deepest meaning, something for us to heal from. So I'm going to share one in particular this week, which I actually had on Sunday morning, which was Easter Sunday morning. So I recently lost a very close friend. I won't put her name out, but I lost a close friend about just over a year ago, and I do miss her terribly. So every now and then she comes to me in a dream state and gives me messages and just comes by to say hi. Well, this particular, I will tell you the dream. So the dream began, we worked into school together. So quite often the dreams appear in school. So there we were, this was the end of term, and all the teachers had left, all the children had left, and I was being urged on because the bus was going to arrive, but I wasn't ready. So I'd gone into the staff room kitchen and I was busy washing up, and I was washing the most disgusting plates and you know, the trays that you get when you're cooking something, you put your stuff on the food trays, and they were caked in grease, and I was busy trying to, and I had seconds before the school was going to close, and my friend was telling me, come on, and she was pulling at me, come on, come on, come on, but I couldn't let all this filth go. I couldn't leave it behind. And she kept saying to me, but Claire, you didn't do it, it's not your mess, just leave it, let it go. So I remember rushing through it, sorting it out, getting it away, and then grabbing everything I possibly could and leaving the school gates with my friend in front. The odd thing is, in the dreams, I'm never quite able to be with spirit next to them. Either they're a little bit away or there's a barrier between us. So in this particular dream, my friend was quite a few feet away, and it was quite frustrating for me because actually she didn't appear to turn round very often, and I'm trying to talk to her. So there we were, that we left the school and we were going down this road at breakneck speed because it wasn't a bus, it was a train we had to catch. But I could barely move because lo and behold, I had an enormous suitcase, and it wasn't on wheels, that I was desperately trying to carry with me, and I was dragging it along at a snail's pace. It was desperately heavy, and I was going like this, you know, when you turn it from side to side to walk it, and it was just appeared to be getting heavier and heavier. So my friend turned round and said, what on earth have you got there? So I just said, I don't know, but I know I have to take it. And she said, but it's not even yours, which is similar to what she'd said at the thing. Just let it go. So I remember thinking, she said, otherwise you're really not going to get the train if we don't let this go. But in this dream, it was so hard for me to let go. And I remember suddenly waking up from this. But then before I woke up, I felt something on the bed and put my hand out, and it was furry. And I actually saw a little rabbit, and it jumped close to me, right next to my head, and it rubbed its little face against my head, stepped on my pillow, and I felt such an enormous feeling of love. It was overwhelming to the point where I just didn't want to wake up. And then I appeared to wake up and thought, oh, that was strange. That was really odd. And then I remembered that my friend always sends me rabbits in dreams, that it was Easter morning, so we have association with rabbits there, and she kept rabbits. She had endless rabbits over the years, and many of them are in spirit, so these rabbits are in spirit with her. So I remember getting up, and I was disturbed with the dream because I knew there was a message in it, and I thought, well yeah, you know, I am doing a lot of housework, could that be? I do sometimes feel like I never stop washing up, and the dishes aren't always mine. I'm not saying who some of them belong to, but they're not always mine.
Not always mine either.
I didn't say, I never mentioned anything about you.
Yeah, but your face and your tone implied that they were somebody else's.
Never would I do that. But anyway, they didn't belong to me. But the point was, and then I couldn't understand what the suitcase was that I was dragging along, but the message was incredibly clear. So I remember telling Amy this, and she said, well, Mum, it's as clear as the nose on your face. It's let go of your baggage. Really, isn't it? It's
let go of your baggage.
Let go of your baggage. It wasn't even mine, so obviously I'm carrying around, I felt like I was carrying around grief. I think a lot of it was grief, because it's associated with my friend and grief. I felt like it was to do with that as well. But also, in general, is just, you know, let go, give the worries. I guess I feel like that it's because I was worrying that I had to do this washing up. I had to finish it. I couldn't let go of the bag. I had to keep the bag. So it's letting go of the worries, really, just letting it all go. So really the meaning in that dream was quite simple. And they quite often are, but they're very disturbing. But the more disturbing they are, the more we know the angels are at work here. So give your worries to the angels is what they're saying. Is we want to lighten your load, and spirit do as well. Just stop worrying.
I feel like though what happens though when stuff comes up in dreams, it's your subconscious asking for it to. It's basically something being released, right? So it's the lighting's gone off. So it's an opportunity when you wake up. So I had a disturbing dream last night. I'm not going to go into it, but like I woke up and I could have carried it on into the day with me. So what I do is as I'm waking up, I go, okay, that was disturbing. I don't want to bring this energy into the day with me, and then I start doing the Ho'oponopono prayer, and it's, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you, because you're bringing healing to that which your attention has been brought to through this dream. So it's a very good opportunity in dreams when this stuff comes up to go, okay, what was that actually showing me? And how do I feel, rather than just be like, oh my God, I had a really shit dream, and then carry on. Because I used to carry on the nightmare, carry on the shit dream, and bring it into my day. So it's really important that the first part of your day, the very first thoughts that you're thinking need to be loving thoughts. So even if you've had a bad dream, you've got the opportunity to transmute things that are still in your consciousness and bring healing to them through those very first few thoughts that you're having. So be very aware of the first few thoughts, that are going on in your mind. And if it's a work day, because this is what I used to think, and the alarm would go off and it'd be like 4:45 in the morning, and I'd be like, my very first thought would be like, I'm just gonna excuse my language, but it's just gonna be like, it was like, for fuck's sake, right? And my first thoughts would be, oh, when is this hell gonna end, right? For years and years. And as I started to change my thoughts in the morning into, healing, gratitude, like start grounding and connecting with the earth. I'm so thankful for this. I'm so thankful that I've got a job that pays the bills. I'm so thankful for my bed. Do you know what I mean? Bringing gratitude into the very first few thoughts that you've got. That is your window of opportunity, because your brain is in that hypnosis state where it's impressionable. So you're actually programming your consciousness first thing in the morning. So when you have a bad dream, it's very much an opportunity to transcend that. And I feel like your angels as well, when you call them in, they're like showing you, what's still there, what to let go of. So you can ask your angels as well and be like, angels, thank you for showing me that. Thank you that that's come up for clearing and healing. Thank you now that that's no longer a thing in my life. All of that stuff. So I just felt called to say that as well.
Yeah, perfect. So many of the dreams that come up are around fear. So there's, a very common dream, and I've had it many, many times, is that something is chasing you, or you have to get away from a situation, and so there's some kind of threat in the dream. So this is it doesn't matter how bizarre the dream is, it's just about, there's obviously anxiety that you need to address here. This dream is very simple, is something that needs to be healed, some kind of anxiety. So then it's about you looking into that and thinking, well, what's causing the anxiety? But not to be afraid, but just to send, and if you can't figure it out, is just thank the angels and send healing. Always just send healing to yourself. Whatever needs to be healed, I ask for help to heal, and it will always work. But yeah, the weirder and more wonderful dreams that I have, I know the more angelic or spirit-based that they are. So, I've talked about this before, is, we got...
Yeah, so Debs, one of my scary ones was me flying in the wind with 3 black reptilians grabbing at my feet, trying to catch me. Yeah, so I mean, like, what I would just look at in that dream is like how I felt. I wouldn't necessarily make it mean anything. Like, we definitely do go astral traveling because your soul doesn't sleep, right? So it's a possibility that was a parallel reality where that was happening. I'm not saying that that's not the case, but if you've remembered that dream, there's a reason for you to have remembered that, and your power is always in the present moment. So it's like, how did I feel when what was the underlying fear? Yeah, all of that. And chasing dreams is very much about like being in survival mode I think.
Okay, so for me, so scary one was me flying in the wind with 3 black reptilians grabbing at my feet. So I would definitely find out the symbolism of reptiles, a black reptile, because everything has a symbol, and animals especially have powerful symbols. But for me, when there's 3 in anything, this is the magic angel number. And for me, that's, again, it feels very simple. It's flying in the wind is you astral traveling, yes, but just flying in the wind kind of means go girl, fly, go get it, go and fly. So I would be looking at what exactly a reptilian represents.
Yeah, it will have been astral. It's all in the astral. It's just that, like, if you've remembered it for a reason.
There's always a reason.
Yeah.
I was more angry than scared. Again, the anger is for you to figure out what that's about, but
setting boundaries.
Could be setting boundaries.
Yeah.
But definitely anything with when 3 comes up is without a doubt an angel dream. So be your guardian angel sending you a message, but it'll be a very, very simple meaning in the end. It won't be complex. It'll be very, very easy to figure out. So yeah, I feel like I want to grab my phone and just Google black reptiles, but I can't.
No, because I think that people do this all the time. Like, you can Google stuff, but don't Google stuff.
No, just with animals, because I know that any animal that appears is incredibly symbolic.
Yeah, but I think she's referring to a type of being there.
Could be.
No, she is.
She is.
Like,
Right.
that she's talking about reptilians are a type of being.
Yeah.
So she's referring to, like,
I'm with you.
A being, yeah. So it's like you have to come to your own, like, internal language with symbolism of what these things mean, right? So so she's saying, definitely need to set stronger boundaries. When there's anger in dreams, and it's like when people are angry in my sessions, as in they're in a parallel whatever reality, and there's some sort of anger situation, in the majority of instances, it means that somewhere in their actual lives, there's a need for boundaries, because that anger wouldn't be, do you know what I mean? It's like it needs to be expressed in a healthy way, right? But there's a need to set boundaries because there's some, like, resentment, some anger, like, yeah,
I feel like you're right on that one, Amy.
Yeah,
definitely. So yes, interesting though.
Right, so I just want to say this as well to people, Debs. If these dreams are disturbing for you, okay, what I do is I ask my angels and guides to please protect my sleep, to please raise my vibration in my sleep. Yeah, so don't ever be afraid of going to sleep or anything like that. I have really, like, extreme astral dreams. But they're always, it's like, it's a message. It's always a message. It's the same in the quantum healing sessions that I do, right? It's like, whatever it is that's happening, whether you're shown a parallel reality or whatever, it's because you are meant to bring something of that into this life. Yeah, it's because of that reason. But if you've got something going on like that, you ask your angels and guides to protect your dreams, protect your sleep. I always clear my energy before I go to sleep. You know, Archangel Michael, please clear my energy. Yeah, it's because, let me just see what Claire's saying. Right.
It's interesting.
Such an interesting conversation. I believe a lot of light work is higher and lower dimension done by highly sensitive people in the dream state. Yeah. I asked the angels, can you stop sending me to stressful places now, please?
Good idea.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, right.
Yeah, you do have control.
Yeah, totally with you on that one, Claire.
Yeah. You see, what I do is I invite the angels to take me on a journey, because I enjoy their messages immensely, where I used to be petrified. But I always feel, when I find the 3, I always feel, oh, right, I get it, each and every time. But I don't feel like they've ever taken me to anywhere particularly scary. But I guess if it did happen, I would be quite forceful and say, I have said no more, I've had enough. So, we do have ultimate charge.
The worst ones for me and I'm not going to go into it too much, but are the robot dreams that I've had for you, that they like, yeah, I've really had to protect my energy around them ones and like draw a line and be like, listen, I'm not going to this place anymore. Like, that's like a parallel reality. Like, I'm not having it. So yeah, the robot ones. No.
See, I never have dreams like that. My dreams are usually going off to the spirit world. So it might be something to do with what we work with, because Amy works with different dimensions.
Yeah.
To me, so for me, it's usually around something I need to be healed from. The angelic kingdom and obviously the spirit world, meeting people that I know and people not always and people I don't know, or perhaps from past lives. But Amy's dreaming is a lot to do with space and different dimensions and different beings, but I don't encounter that, so I just think it's something to do with who we're working with as well.
Yeah, because you are doing work, you're doing soul work in your dream, like your soul's going to different places. But my point is, if you remember it, it's a message for this life.
Yeah. Because
otherwise you would not remember it. It's as simple as that.
So that's interesting. So the other thing we're just going to, if you would like to invite the angels into your dreams, because actually this is how angels communicate. One of the massive ways that they do communicate with you is through your dreams. So the way to invite them in is literally before you go to sleep, so while you're in bed, ask them to protect you in your sleep. But also, just say, angels, if you have a message for me, just make sure that I understand where it's coming from, and show me I always say, show me the three, and they never ever don't show me the three. They're always there showing me the three. So we can invite them in. We can invite different archangels in for particular reasons as well. And sometimes I just say, angels, if there's a message for me, please let it heal me in my sleep, and that I can understand it in the morning. So it's entirely up to you, really, how you might just think, please don't let me dream, just let me sleep, depending on how you feel you want to go forward, or how you feel you want to communicate with the angels. If they are too disturbing, you don't want any of it, just tell them no, just let me sleep. Okay.
Yeah, I often ask for dreams that are like, I do quite like my crazy multidimensional dreams.
I enjoy my dreams now.
But like, the thing is, as soon as I close my eyes now, and I really believe that a lot of this is because of like working with light language and stuff for a period of time and working in these particular realms with the quantum work that I do, it's like as soon as I close my eyes, as soon as I meditate, it's like I can go to different places very, very quickly and very easily. So as I'm falling asleep in that in-between sleep state, I'm like literally dimension hopping and going chatting with different beings and like seeing what's going on and being shown different realities, which a lot of the time, I'll be honest with you, there's not even words to like describe humanly what it is that I'm experiencing, because I'm experiencing something very energetic. But yeah, you can definitely ask your angels to please allow you to have these beautiful multidimensional dream experiences, and for you to remember them as well, if you would like to, and for you to feel well rested in your body, because that's another good point that we've not brought up, because obviously your sleep time is when your body is in healing. Now, as I've gone more on this path, and as I've done this particular high frequency work, I found that I need even more sleep and even more rest, because your body is in sort of like a state of catching up, if that makes sense. And that's why it's really important that you do look after yourself vibrationally, with the food that you eat, with the sleep that you have, with the exercise that you get, and all of that. Because when I was working in a full-time job, I wasn't able to do the work to the same level that I am now, because my energy was being consumed with something else. I'm not saying it's not possible for you to do both, but what I am saying is, when you do this type of work, and you'll know this as well, like with the mediumship, is that it is energetic. Your body does require a lot of rest, because you're channeling, and there's a raising in the frequency. So the more you can look after your body physically, the easier it is.
Yes, I agree with that. Because if I've done a few readings in a day, I do tend to feel exhausted by the end of it, and I need to meditate probably again, which occasionally I do, just to re-energize, but definitely need to rest afterwards.
Yeah, and obviously putting your grounding, I mean, I say obviously it, but like, yeah, you know, putting your grounding, clearing and protection practices in place, protection being like raising your frequency and all that. So, yeah, have you got anything else that you want to say about this?
I can't remember. It must be the time. I've had my grandchild all day. And honestly, it's been exhausting, but amazing. I love it to bits.
Yeah.
So, Jess, if anybody's got any dreams they'd like to share and they'd like a bit of clarity on, we can attempt to do that for you. So other than that, if anybody's got any questions, if there's anything you would like us to discuss, anything a spiritual topic, because we both have different views on things, and it can get not heated, but it can get interesting.
Yeah.
As we give our different versions on things. So yeah. What's that say?
Physically tiring. Yeah, because you're still, in a way, you know, obviously we're only working with source, we're only working with the light, but on some level, energetically, you're still physically showing up, right, for that session. So it's like, especially with light language, you do have to make sure that you do really look after your body. It's non-negotiable. That's why it's called mind, body, spirit. You can't do it any other way, right? So yeah, I feel like what I feel called to do is share some codes with you, just to help clear people's energy, and also to activate some beautiful dream experiences. Okay, so I'm just gonna speak some light codes, express some light codes. So if you want to just focus on your heart space by closing your eyes and just dropping your awareness down into your heart, it might help you to place one hand over your heart if you struggle to focus on this area. And you can imagine that your heart is like a flower, like a petal in nights. The petals of it are moving outwards, that it's like an opening, and what you're doing is you're saying, I am open to receive this transmission. So you're going to send this transmission for beautiful dreams. Okay, so just aligning the upper chakras, okay, so just opening them, clearing the third eye out, and just allowing yourself to just have beautiful, expansive astral travel that allows your body to rest. Okay, so Utera nikai keowatisha sitana kai kumaya ni etiara hai sunayawa kitera iete kelakua si mahia ea ki tira ko sha itini wa si ki na hiala arani inaye inaya ako ki mahe ki maia ki mati shi tara no kua na ia na kia iawa ia So just breathing these codes in, just allowing them to circulate throughout your body, throughout your being. So light language is high frequency spiritual information. They are keys of activation that have now been received by you and are activating your DNA, your cellular structure, to a new way of being, to clear your energy, to allow you, if you wish to start to remember more high vibrational dreams that you're meant to learn from and to bring into this physical reality. So again, they just want to reiterate the importance of grounding, clearing and protection before you go to bed, asking the angels to please come and clear your energy, to please only allow in divine source light, and to only connect to the upper astral realms, and to remember these particular dreams while being fully rested. Okay, so do let us know, so you can open your eyes now, by the way. So do let us know in the comments below, you know, what you have experience from your dreams, you know, if you notice any difference in the dreams, maybe in the coming weeks after this activation. This will be on YouTube as well, so by all means just comment below on YouTube. If you've not already subscribed on YouTube, please do subscribe. If you would like a quantum healing hypnosis, quantum encoded healing hypnosis session from myself, there is a link in the comments. I will post that again, or you can reach out to me just to find out more about those. Okay, so have you got anything that you want to say, Mum, before we finish?
No, just to ask the angels to allow you to have a lovely week. So are we back on Tuesday?
We're back on Tuesday. These sessions are going to be on Tuesday at 5, but we've been a little bit energetically all over the place recently. We've had some things come up this week that we didn't expect. So that's why we're doing this on a Friday. But I always think that, you know, divine timing and all that is exactly when it was sort of meant to be. You're welcome, Leona. You're welcome, Debs. You're welcome, Claire. Thank you for coming. All of you, thank you for being here. Thank you for receiving, you know, what we have to give. And thank you for supporting us as well. So sending you blessings, having lots of wonderful energies, wonderful dreams this weekend. And thank you again. So speak to you, see you on Tuesday.
Okay, bye.
Bye.